Hi, Assalamualaikum Dr. Rozana. My name is Siti Khadijah binti Abdul Rahim. This is my final assessment for HFM 0303, Risk Management in Urban Forestry. First, I will answer the question A. The question is, explain the role of insurance as a risk transfer mechanism. Insurance is a mechanism where risk or part of risk are transferred from one, which is the insured, to another party, which the insurer in return for a payment. The insurer pays out a previously agreed amount if the insured experiences a loss or if the predefined event occurs. In other words, the insured pay a certain premium to reduce the risk of uncertain loss. Without this mechanism, many activities and processes would be too risky and would not be undertaken, especially the large scale problem or damage. Then moving on to the B, discuss the alternative to insurance, that is alternative insurance and self-insurance. First, I will talk about self-insurance. Self-insuring is one of the risk management techniques, which is a company or individual set aside a pool of money to be used to remedy unexpected loss. It's like one can self-insure against any type of damage that they may face later. Self-insuring against certain loss may be more economical than buying insurance from a third party. But it's critical to put aside enough fund to cover ourselves or our company or our possession if an accident or natural catastrophe occurs. Because we don't know the money that we self-insured is enough to cover the loss or the damage that we face. Next one is alternative risk transfer, or we call it ART. Alternative risk transfer is the use of technique other than traditional insurance and the insurance to provide a risk-bearing entities with a coverage or protection. Alternative risk transfer blend risk retention and risk transfer at the lowest total cost of a risk and result in mutually aligning the financial interest of both insurer and the insured. Is beneficial and fair for both parties. The question C is, how does insurance can play a significant role in the urban tree risk management plan? Okay, tree risk management plan involve 5 basic steps based on ISO 2009 risk management process. These 5 basic steps is establish contact, risk identification, risk analysis, risk evaluation, risk treatment or risk control. So this step Number 5 in the risk management plan process is a risk control. Insurance is one of a risk control tool that have a significant role in a tree risk management plan. There is another tool also in a tree risk management plan such as a risk reduction tool and many others. The most common risk transfer mechanism is buying insurance. Risk transfer reduces a risk to an organization by passing the risk along to the others. This can be accomplished by contractually using hold harmless and indemnification clauses in leases and other contracts. Insurance for urban tree and property may be required by bank when loaning money or by state laws such as auto liability or workers' compensation. But insurance is generally used when the potential severity of loss is more than organization is willing to raise or retain its own. Insurance policies are contract which the underwriters agree to assume certain risks for a premium consideration required in all legal contracts. It's a tool in the tree risk management plan but doesn't cover all the risks to which the organization may be exposed. Every insurance policy have an exclusion with which are as important to understand as what is covered. So we better work with insurance broker who can clearly explain both what is covered in insurance policy and what is not important or what is not included. By using insurance as a risk control can make both parties fair. Like when uncontrollable conditions such as free fall under the any properties, they can cover it and fair to the both owner of the property and organization. So they do not have to pay a lot of money to cover the damage happened by the tree. The authorities or management pay for insurance of the tree and included in the tree risk management plan. So we have a certain budget or allocation to cover the damage caused by the tree under our management. So it's very beneficial and have a significant role by applying the insurance into the risk management plan. Then we proceed with T. The question is suggest strategies in implementing urban tree insurance and its alternative as a part of risk transfer in the urban tree risk management plan. First one is I suggest of enforcement of the law. Government can make urban tree insurance as a compulsory insurance for urban tree. Compulsory insurance is any type of insurance an individual or business is legally required to buy. Compulsory insurance is supposed to protect accident victims against the cost of recovery from an accident that urban tree has caused. Second, make urban tree insurance necessity in tree risk management plan to include insurance as a risk control. It's really important to implement the urban tree insurance at the public area and exposed to high traffic of car or human. Like if there is a certain risk that have been identified in the risk assessment, so we can be ready and know what to do by putting the risk insurance in urban control. So we know that we already allocate or spare some money if anything happen to the tree and to the public. The third one is tree insurance company invest more on marketing to make many urban manager and city council aware of benefit urban tree insurance. So maybe they can offer a consultation with a property owner, authorities and corporate company about what is the benefit of insurance and why we need to implement tree insurance in urban tree management. Last one is educate community about benefit of a tree insurance. So when community need to know why they need to rely on tree insurance, especially a property owner. In conclusion, urban tree insurance is important to public and the safety of urban community. I think that's all for my final assessment. Thank you.